Sanjay Jha, if there's nothing to gain, if there is no monetary benefit, I'm just asking a question that a common man on the street would ask. Why hold 76% shares of Young Indian and have such a huge headache on your hands? Also, 90 crores loan given by a political party to a professional organization, Associated Journals, which ran a newspaper. Is the Congress party in the business of lending and borrowing? Is it a commercial financial institution? And number three, how conveniently the loan given to AJL then gets taken over by Young Indian, who pays 50 lakhs. And well, 50 lakh do and 2,000 crore property across the country is what you get access to. That's roughly the case of this entire National Herald case as it's being called. I want to ask you, why jump to conclusions that you're being treated like terrorists when there is a small action of the ceiling of the Young Indian office, which is not even an office? There are no tables and chairs. There is just a go down full of some dumped files. Why is the Congress so ruffled with this action?
Navika, I will not take too long today to answer your questions, and the time that I will have left, you can please pass it on to my friend Sambit to possibly take advantage of. So let me keep my answer very brief. There is no need for me to explain to you the intricate details of the case. I'm aware of it though, for the simple reason it will be argued in the courts, and I put my neck out today on your show, on your very popular program, watched by millions, that this case will be thrown out by the court, by the highest court for sure, and the BJP's phoniness, fabrication, and its attempt to be malicious and to indulge in this malignant campaign will be exposed before the people of India. I hope it will happen soon. Now, very quickly, my response. I hope the viewers of your show are today looking at my statement not the prism of just being an ex-Congress spokesperson, but I speak even as an ordinary citizen of India. Navika, India is today a police state. This is what a democratically elected dictatorship behaves like. You know, the world has begun to call India an illiberal democracy, elected autocracy. My friend Sambit Patra belongs to that august party. Let me ask him two questions, and Sambit, don't dodge it, because you have been a spokesperson, so have I. And we all know that we can very, very masterfully, kind of navigate a tricky question. So two questions for you before the show is over. Take your time, wait for your briefing to come from Amit Malviya on your mobile phone, but answer my questions. Who funds Operation Lotus, number one? And where does the BJP get its massive resources for its political campaigns? Who funds you? Why do you hide behind electoral bonds? Tell the people of India, since you talk of transparency, Modi ji talks about all kinds of anti-corruption character of India. Please tell us who funds you and who funds Operation Lotus. And my last question, Navika, my last statement rather.
You won't answer the question.
My last statement. And I'm done. I don't have to speak on the show again.
I can't borrowing and lending activity of the Congress party, which gets an income tax free status only because it's a political party which gets funds to fight elections in this country, not to borrow and lend and acquire properties. Answer that question first.
Well, let me answer you. I didn't want to get into the details, but I'll tell you why the BJP doesn't understand fundamental economics. A no profit, no loss company does not mean that it can't make revenues. A no profit, no loss company can make thousands of crores of income as long as it is no profit at the end of the day, which means that all the income is invested or it is not distributed as dividend or profit. There is no private gains. There is no aggrandizement of your own economic resources.
Sanjay Jha,
and I don't think
maybe the BJP does not understand economics or company law, but maybe the courts do, because the trial court said from the complaint and the evidence led so far, it appears that Young Indian was in fact created as a sham or a cloak to convert public money into personal use or as a special purpose vehicle for acquiring control over 2,000 crore worth of assets of the AJL, and since all the accused persons have allegedly acted in consortium with each other to achieve the said nefarious purpose design, there are sufficient grounds for proceedings against all of them.
A quick answer, Navika.
Okay.
A quick answer.
No.
Quick answer.
The answer was to take this entire issue to the High Court. And the High Court refused to stay what you called action by the agencies. And then this matter went to the Supreme Court. My friend Sanjay Jha, the answer from the Supreme Court was, we cannot quash this complaint. So my friend Sanjay Jha, unless you are saying the BJP runs the courts in this country, why are you only doubting the economic understanding of the BJP? Why not the courts as well?
Well, let me tell you, I think the courts are doing the right thing. Somebody makes a complaint, right? The court has a right to say, investigate it till we finally come to the truth. But let me answer your question here in simple, short language. You mentioned whatever, the allegations have been made by the BJP. Have they been able to prove there is any money laundering? Have they been able to prove even one paisa of corruption? No,
that is work in progress, and I will reserve my comment. I will reserve my comment on it, because it may very well be that the findings are thrown out of court. Who knows what happens when time elapses, when investigations go to court? What happens then? I'm not an astrologer to be able to tell you what's going to happen at that time.